This video is not meant for children and is brought to you by support from Patreon. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Stellaris Empires. We are right back where we left off here on the start screen. Now, as of this recording, they had just released the new expansion Grand Archive, and I am loving it. And today I'm skipping ahead in line because I made this new thing and it worked out amazing. Let's go over this real quick. A lot of this is going to be slapdash, like the name is dumb, but the mechanics are so good, I had to make this video as soon as I could. Here we go. The appearance, I went with a Necroid because thematically Necroids are amazing for this build, and you'll see why shortly after. Species name, since this was something I was goofing around with, I went the Everlasting God Stompers. Feel free to change that around yourself. Name list, Necroid 3 seemed as good as any. Really wasn't going for anything. Again, this was just a test bed to try it out, and it worked so good. Oh my god. Okay. So, we are hive-minded, which we will get to later. Agrarian, because you're gonna need a lot of food. You're just gonna. And at times, you're gonna be maxed out on food. And that's okay. Talented, leader upkeep minus 10%. Very good. Leader maximum negative traits minus 1. Also very good. Quick learners mean our leaders learn better. So we're going to want that leader tree eventually. Slow breeders, it's not for our ships, it's for ourselves. So that's fine. It really is. Homeworld, I just kind of rolled random. I went with a dry world because I was thinking mummies at the time and seemed right. Okay, we went with Mammalian. I should go with Necroid. Where is... There we go. That actually makes this so much better. Or worse. However you want to think about it. And here's where the important stuff comes in. Here be dragons. Since time immemorial, this civilization has shared its star system with a formidable dragon. The mysterious creature's behavior sways between distant benevolence and haughty indifference. How this relationship will evolve as the planet dwellers take to the stars remains to be seen. In our home system, we have the Sky Dragon. It is protective and will become wrathful if displeased. We cannot have a genocidal civic. That's fine. We will genocide in all new and creative ways. Because, as I said before, we are going to be a Gestalt consciousness that is a hive mind with cordyceptic drones, highly specialized drones capable of infecting simple hosts and issuing rudimentary commands, make up the backbone of this hive's stellar defense. We start the game with 3 reanimated amoebas. Defeated organic space fauna are automatically reanimated. Defeated organic Leviathans can sometimes be resurrected. Cloned organic space fauna you control can be reanimated. And we gain the genetic material from killing space fauna. This is amazing. Space fauna ship component mutation damage 50%, fire rate 50%, space fauna ship damage plus 10%, and Legion known experience gain plus 25%. That's great. Then we go with Wild Swarm, brand new with this expansion. A highly adaptive colony, this hive mind has evolved into a symbiotic relationship with the void-born biological organisms in their home system. Separate minds, yet they work together to achieve common goals. We start with gravity snares, which lets us catch space fauna. Artificial breeding, which lets us breed space fauna. Beast ports, which is like space ports, but makes space fauna. Home system starts with a beast port, which is great. Starting corvettes are replaced with space amoebas, which we will then get 3 extra of as dead reanimated ones. We start collecting genetic material from common space amoebas. Our artificial ship's naval capacity usage is up to 100%, so we just keep using the organic ones. It's great. And if we are in a game in a chunk of the galaxy where there's a lot of organic enemies to destroy, all the better. So we cannot have stargazers or progenitor hive, which we don't, and this doesn't preclude us from anything. So we breed our own things. If they die, we can reanimate them. Do you not see the infinite loop of amazingly awesome this can be? I love it. I just freaking love it. Based on the government, we have the advisor voice of Necroid.
Death comes for all sapients in the end. But no one said it couldn't be led a merry chase first.
Yeah. Nice one. Empire name. Again, this was just something I threw together to test, and it turned out so good. I kind of like the flag I made because these three hands are reaching out, like from the grave, and then it's almost like rays of dark light are going for them, so they're reaching for the darkness. But hey, whatever flag you like, feel free to go with. Again, this was a bunch of random stuff thrown together, but it looks good. Ship appearance, less important than normal, but the buildings, space buildings, however, do look amazing. You know, Citadel. Of course, everyone loves this science ship. It's so beautiful. And the creepy glowy effect, so good. Colony ship, not going to see a lot of those. Construction ship, though, this bad boy, we see that guy a lot. Anyway. Ruler appearance. Again, this was just hit random to get this made and tested. I did like the... I've never used this one before, and I really like the big, like, looks like speakers on his back. But when I make this, like, official and proper and get all the right names on there, I'm probably going to pick something different. But I really do like this stone room. It feels very Necroid to me, even though it's definitely Lithoid. And logistical understanding, dock ship upkeep minus 5%, army upkeep minus 10%. I'd probably end up doing something less, but, or something else. Stability and amenities. You know what? We'll do that instead. Because I keep getting a lot of crime and stuff on my planets, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go into the game, take a look at how things are going to shake out. Just let me show you the amazingness. We have always known the dragon. It has graced the skies above Prakla since time immemorial. Our early interactions with it scattered throughout the murky depths of our collective consciousness. In early conflicts, the mighty beast had the upper hand, our weaponry proving no match for it. But eventually we were able to make peace with it, and we have coexisted uneasily ever since. Though it remains as enigmatic figure, the example of the dragon has ever spurred us to greater feats, culminating in the invention of rapid propulsion systems capable of taking us to its domain. Now, as we increasingly intrude on the areas it has roamed in solitude for eons, we enter an uneasy period of relations with the dragon. Is it for us to decide what our future holds? Will we study the dragon and perhaps eventually learn to communicate with it? Or will it be driven to conflict, confined to a single solar system simply too small to share with such a formidable creature? Begin. Oh yeah, so here's the dragon as it starts. Very pretty. And wait till we, kill it and take over its body. That'll be fun. So, let's see. Just start, like everything, just to get stuff. So, new genetic material acquired. Cool, cool. We don't have a vivarium yet, but we will. So, first things first. The beast port is good, but I'm going to get a vivarium tank. Space for ship growth rate plus 10%, max capacity plus 10. That will help. Alright, doesn't really matter there. Doesn't really matter there. Anything is good. We start with Flagella, but we'll get that later. It's really expensive now, even though we have a bit of an advantage. So, let's see, some genetic materials. This discoveries panel where the vivarium is, we are going to be using that a lot. But first we're going to need to get... Yeah, we got gravity snares, which will let us collect things. But we have to go find space fauna first. And really, again, what I'm holding out for is unity, so we can start looking at the traditions, and I can give my recommendations. The pure sky.
Construction venture completed.
Good, good. So yeah, now we got more vivarium goodness, and the ships that are going out, and how much longer? 2 months. Okay, so it's very little to almost no time. Okay. There it is. So, for our traditions, you're going to want to focus on, very first, domestication. You can take this at the start, and this is great. I recommend doing it. So, as soon as you unlock it, your aggregate drones do 20% more food, and space fauna ship cloning cost is minus 10%. So, cheaper, better things. Once we get it fully filled in, we will grant void lures, which are things for our stations to attract specific kinds of space fauna. Space fauna ship experience gain rate plus 50%, which is amazing, and of course an ascension perk. So we have containment protocols. Our vivariums get bigger, and our capture chance gets better. Gain 250 food for clearing and organic blocker. Clear speed is up 33%, and space fauna reanimation cost is minus 10%. So both of these, very good. There isn't anything bad in domestication, really. Increased chance of breeding for all space fauna in the vivarium. Increased chance of breeding for all space fauna in the vivarium, and our culling rewards are 25%. Really, you're going to be culling a lot because you're going to have a lot of amoebas, especially to start. So, just keep your highest quality ones and get rid of the rest. Trust me, you won't miss them. Other things that are not amoebas, maybe keep around. Unlocks the metabolic regulation policies. Our pop growth speed is 5%, and space fauna ship cloning speed is plus 15%. Beautiful. And killer instinct. Space fauna ship damage 15%, space fauna ship sublight speed plus 15%. Yes, 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 yes. In theory, you could go biorepurposing, killer instinct, and then the rest, but it's really up to you. After that, depending on what you need, my second recommendation is aptitude, because we did put a little bit of focus on our leaders, and so leaning into that more gets us better leaders, which helps us take care of things that are not our space fauna. Though there are some space fauna traits, but don't worry about that at this moment. Beyond that, up to you. My test game, which I admittedly only got to about the mid-game threat, I went with genetics, and so this has nothing to do with our space pets, but ourselves, but it totally goes in line with the domestication, cloning, genetic manipulation we're doing otherwise. However, if you don't want to do that, and let's say you're just a huge fan of cybernetics, go right ahead. Enjoy. I'm not going to stop you from how you play the game. I'm just found this to be really fun and wanted to share. So we're just going to pick that up real quick.
Agenda available.
Thanks. Anyway, from here on out, just keep exploring, find those fauna, capture them, make them yours. You're going to do well. Fortunately, when you find the fauna and you get better ones, you upgrade them, it does upgrade these reanimated ones, which is excellent. I love it. I hope you all try this out, and I hope you all enjoy. This has been one of those silly things that I was like, let's try it. And it just came together so beautifully. I think this new expansion is going to do many wonderful things. I can't wait to try some of the other new origins, but keep in tune. I'm going to do all the origins one time or another, so keep that in mind. But for this video, here's where I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, you know what to do, and that's to like, comment, watch 5 or 6 more of these to show the algorithm you really do enjoy my stuff, and of course subscribe. It's a little click for you, but a really big deal for me. And with that being said, I shall see you all on the next one. And I'd like to give a special shout out to all my patrons who help make these videos possible. Aaron Smith, Brian Pelfrey, Chris Armstrong, Dennis Detman, Harry Thompson, and Mark Milius. Thank you all so much for your contributions. I wouldn't have this channel without you. Thank you very much.